Welcome everybody back to another video. Apologies on my absence, I cannot lie. Spurs just haven't really been worth my time for the past however long I haven't posted a video for, which has been quite a few months actually. I think my last video I said I was going to post a video on when our next manager was, and that's Nuno Gomez. I think I've actually already spoken about that. I can't even remember. But I wanted to come in here. I wanted to quickly come in here and make a quick video to discuss the whole Harry Kane matter, because I actually kind of think that it kind of shows the fickleness of football fans in general again. Like whether the statement from Harry Kane is Harry Kane's actual statement, or from his legal team, or from the Tottenham Hotspur club. Who knows? Who knows with Tottenham Hotspur? Who knows? You know what I mean? But it just shows the fickleness with fans, how we've loved Harry Kane for so long, and it's just like we pretty much know that Harry Kane has pretty much decided that he's decided that he does want to leave the club, because the board shows no ambitions. They don't show the same ambitions that Harry Kane is showing. So I think I was pretty much under the impression that at the end of last season that most of the fans were just like, well, let Harry Kane go. I mean, like, we can't fault him, can we? We can't fault him. We can't fault our greatest striker, our greatest player for like the last however long. Probably our greatest ever player. You know what I mean? We can't fault him for wanting to go and win trophies, because our club doesn't want to seem to win trophies. Our only trophy for Tottenham Hotspur seems to be to just get top four. We're the new Arsenal, and I've said it several times now. We are the new Arsenal because all we want to do is get top four and finish above Arsenal. And Arsenal's goal not too long ago was to just get top four and finish above Tottenham. So they have their St. Tottenham's Day. You know what I mean? And that's the levels that we're at right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm of the opinion that let Harry Kane go. I also think that it's actually disgraceful, and it's actually disgusting how some of the fans have actually been treating him and actually been commenting on the internet for him to read at the same time too. You know, like a lot of people are saying Harry Kane hasn't showed up for finals or semi-finals, which is true. But then I also say share that same energy for everybody else in the team, because there is no Kane in team and there's no team in Kane. So if everybody's going to be getting onto Kane for not showing up in finals, what about Son? What about the Ericssons? What about the Dele Allis, the other Lucas Moura's and the Harry Winkses and the other co-players who are also in the team as well? They didn't show up either. Remember, it's not just Harry Kane scoring goals, you know. Everybody else has to score goals, and I think that's one of the main reasons why Tottenham are where we are, is because we always want to rely on Harry Kane to score our goals. And obviously Son has been chipping in for the last few seasons, but other than Son and Kane, who else is getting double digits of goals throughout the season? Last season, other than Kane, Son and Bale, in the short amount of time he played but still got double digits, who else got double digits in Premier League goals last season? Somebody tell me. Or who was our next top scorer after Kane, Son and Bale? Who was our next top scorer? And let me know how many goals they scored, because I think it was Ndombele with, I think, 5 or 6 Premier League goals behind Son, Kane and Bale with their double digits. What does that say? What does that say? So I'm of the opinion we should just let Kane go, whether Kane goes or not. Whether he goes or not, our club has already showed that we don't have no ambitions to even want to win trophies anyway. You know what I mean? We've got the 47th choice manager, which is Nuno Gomez, and I'm not really fussed about Nuno Gomez either, because I do think that Nuno Gomez is a really good manager. He's a good manager. I'm impressed with a couple of the signings at the moment. A couple with the Romero one. I was just kind of annoyed that the Romero one was taking almost 57 years for it to happen, which is typical Tottenham Hotspurs anyway. The Tomiyasu one, I still don't know why that one has not gone through yet. Not sure why. I'm still not sure why we still have players like Dyer and Harry Winks in the squad, and I think Harry Winks is still adamant and placing his foot firmly down that he is not going anywhere. He is happy at Tottenham. Very happy at Tottenham. He doesn't seem to want to go anywhere, but we need to get him out. He needs to be shipped. Sissoko too. But Oh, Harry Kane madness. Yeah, I think fans should really just kind of look back and just look back and just see just how much Kane has really done for our club. You know what I mean? So if he has higher ambitions than what the club has, who are we to fault him? You know what I mean? Who are we to fault him? And I wouldn't be surprised if it was the club behind all of this madness, because it's like now we're hearing that apparently he was on this holiday in the Bahamas at Joe Lewis's resort. So it's like if he's at Joe Lewis's resort and he's supposed to have been there until Saturday, why are the club saying he was supposed to be at training on Monday, but then Kane hasn't said anything for the whole week until the whole Grealish things happen, and then because the Grealish deal has happened, then it's like are the Spurs club looking at it like, oh well, maybe we can't get 150 million, let's quickly throw out this statement and then try and butter it down amongst the fans and Harry Kane, right? Who I don't know, because the way my mind works, it's always in extra mode right now. But the season is starting again. We have Man City, and I still think that's a good game to start off with, because it's best to just get these big teams out of the way right now. I reckon that we'll probably be starting with guaranteed almost the same team that we had last season. We might throw Gill in there. Is it Gill or is it Bills? We might throw him in there. I doubt Romero would start. Harry Kane now, I'm not sure Harry Kane will start. If Harry Kane doesn't start and Harry Kane isn't on the bench, then he's definitely going, because I'm hearing now Man City they are going to try for another 120, 30, 40 million pound bid, which just goes to show that everybody who spent the last year on YouTube saying that these clubs have no money because of the pandemic, if you guys literally thought that all of these football clubs, these top 6, 7, 8 football clubs, were sitting down on their hands and knees and not figuring out ways to make profit during this pandemic, if you really thought that, then you look, bro, that's business 101. So then now everybody's just like kind of shocked and like, whoa, where's all of this money coming from? How did PSG get all of this money? Where did all of this money come from? Where did all of these clubs get this money from? The clubs have always had the money, people. They've always had the money. Come on. So yeah, I just wanted to come in here and kind of briefly or just quickly mention how I feel about the whole Harry Kane thing. I think it's all up to the player. At the end of the day, Harry Kane has proven himself at Tottenham Hotspur to be allowed to do what to be allowed to make the decisions he wants to make. Really and truly. And as fans or supporters, who are we to even get at him? Who are we? Really? He's done everything for us. And then we could turn around and say, well, he hasn't showed up in the finals. Where was he in the Champions League final? Where was he in these semi-finals? And I'll just retort with, where was everybody else? Where was everybody else? Because we didn't score any goals in those semi-finals or finals either. So it's not just down to Kane. It's not like somebody else scored and Harry Kane didn't. Nobody scored. No Delis, no Ericssons, no Sons, no Wanyamas, nobody scored. So I think Harry Kane should be allowed to do whatever the hell he wants. And that's my opinion on it. He should be. And just briefly on this whole Europa conference third tier competition, because I see a lot of Spurs fans, they truly believe that that we should be winning this, that is almost guaranteed to be Tottenham Hotspur and Jose Mourinho's Roma in the finals. And I'm just like, I can't really see it. I mean, I'm a pessimistic, optimistic Spurs fan. Like, I'm a pessimistic, optimistic Spurs fan, but I can't really see it. Because we couldn't even beat a managerless club that we had a 2-goal advantage over last season in the second tier European Cup competition. We couldn't even beat them, and we had a 2-goal advantage under the helm of probably the best the best or the second best manager in the world at the time, and we couldn't even get past a managerless club. A managerless club with a 2-goal advantage. We couldn't even do that, and we didn't even score in that game either. So that's what I think, people. But I'm gonna probably do, soon as the season's starting again, I may do some live streams. I may do some live streams for some of the games. I might do a live stream for the Man City game, but if I don't, then I'll post my videos of me watching the game after I get it edited up and that, because I want to start changing up my channel a bit more, not just me coming on air and being as real as I possibly can be about our club, because a lot of people are just lost in the source of Tottenham Hotspur right now. It's like, alright, cool, fair enough. But yeah, this is just your, I'm trying to be like I'm all thinking about, I'm just constantly thinking about bloody the boy Hotspurs, because I love each channel. But yeah, I'll be back again, people. So cheers.